Bob and I had always had a dream of having a four-year university in Bend. And I was especially concerned because my students, many of them wanted to go on and get their bachelor's degrees, but they were just place-bound for one reason or another. Either they were, it was financially impossible to move over to the Valley, or they were just tied down with a job, or they had family. And so a lot of them just didn't get to realize their dreams, and they had great potential. So when the whole idea of a four-year university seemed like it was becoming a reality over here, Bob and I were just thrilled, and we just really excited. We felt really strongly that this was probably the most exciting thing that was going to happen to Central Oregon in our lifetimes anyway.
My little brother, he was 16 when we started here. He skipped 2 grades. Smart kid. And so that would have been 3 of us in college all together at the same time, which is obviously super hard on our parents.
There's a lot of stress in school, and having the stress of money and the stress of the future student loans.
Our community, especially at the lower wage levels, has been really hit hard financially with unemployment. So I think that the biggest thing that I've seen with COVID is our students need more financial support to complete their 4-year education than they did pre-COVID.
The people who are funding scholarships are making an investment into the future employees of this community. If you go to OSU-Cascades for 4 years, you fall in love with Bend, and so then you want to stay in Bend and you want to work in Bend. So then there's all these people fresh out of school, ready for a job, ready to work. And so it's just a great pool of future employees.
There are so many students, especially in rural communities, that need to stay here to be with their families, and our commuter students to this school. Being able to access a 4-year education without having to sacrifice their family or their ability to help their family has been a resource to people I've grown up with, and me. So it's been good for our community and is definitely important.
The scholarships that are given through the OSU Foundation allow us to take the members of our community that were not necessarily have the financial resources and achieve a 4-year degree.
I think it's an investment into our society at some point. The reality is that the more educated we are as people, the more good we can do.
The business community has been wonderful about partnering with the university to help, develop some of these majors and support them and provide internships for the students.
So my name's Sean Nelson. I'm the Director of Learning at CBT Nuggets. We had a coworker of mine pass away about 8 years ago. His name's Randy Puckett, and he was an unbelievable man, OSU grad like myself, and he passed away from cancer. And so what we did was we put a scholarship in his name that contributes to 5 to 10 scholarships a year for both the OSU and OSU-Cascade campus. I think if you are able to connect with OSU-Cascades by providing a scholarship, you're going to have a leg up than other companies that don't. One, you're going to be building that relationship with them, and then the talent that's coming out there is going to be able to contribute day one to your team.
Every thriving community has access to higher education. And the amazing thing about OSU-Cascades is it brings access to a major land-grant university degree to Central Oregon.
Essentially that feed is students coming in from the Cascade campus, and they're coming in with their super talented industry knowledge. What they're learning is relevant, and they're able to come in and make an immediate impact.
Too often we look at school as a personal investment, and obviously investing in our community as a whole with education is super important.
Students coming out of OSU Cascades just seem extremely well prepared. They are highly employable, and that's evidenced in the number of them that get jobs right after graduation. What's interesting is that many of them have said in their letters how much it's meant to know that they have this kind of support, and not just financial, but knowing that somebody believes in them and in their educational goals.
It's just a big blessing to be able to receive those scholarships.
It was unbelievably helpful.
Is the next generation having the same opportunities that our generation have? Is the next generation actually getting the ability to have the upward mobility that we had? Step up and help that next generation gain the education and experience they need to be successful in their lives and their careers.